What's up, y'all? Coming at you with one more video, a little bit unexpectedly, on Hogwarts Legacy. We've had 14 of these already, but I promise this is going to be the last one. And the reason we're doing one more even after finishing a lot of the more fun quests is because if you watch this channel for a while, you know that I'm a bit of a completionist. I wouldn't say I'm all the way completionist because I don't get every little last thing and taken care of that's in all these games. However, I do try to get all of the big stuff, even if it's not really related to all the main quest type of thing. So when I saw what was required to 100% this game, I was like, hey, that seems pretty reasonable to achieve. So I went ahead and did it. I just wanted to show what all is involved in getting to 100% in this game. Now, getting 100% as far as the game is concerned versus doing everything, there are still things that I have not completed. As you could see, even in this little screen right here, there's stuff like field guide pages I haven't collected, demiguise statues that I haven't completed, so it's not like I've gotten every single last collectible thing. But as far as if you go to this challenges tab right here, you can see as far as what the game cares about you getting, or it wants you to get a certain percentage of things. I have completed all those. So I just want to go through all these and kind of show what all is required. If you're interested in getting all the way to 100%, let's start off with combat. This one is pretty straightforward. It just involves defeating various types of enemies and having a certain number of them defeated. So that's dark wizards, dug bugs, goblins, inferi, infamous foes, which is basically legendary enemies. So this one's 3 plus 6 plus 12. So I think that's the entirety of all of the legendary enemies that are available. And then you got spiders, you got trolls, mongrels, and then complete dueling feats. So every time you enter a battle, it'll give you a little prompt for some thing that you have to achieve. For example, like disarming an enemy while they're about to prepare a certain attack, or levitating an enemy in a certain way, things like that. And then you have the quests one. This one's pretty straightforward. So there's assignments, which we completed in the very early part of the game where we learned pretty much all the spells. Then main quests, we knocked out that last one when we completed the House Cup after getting to level 35. That is the last main quest. And then complete side and relationship quests. So these are all of the side and relationship quests in the entire game. There were a couple of irritating ones near the end. Namely, there's one where a student named Zenobia has gobstones that she wants you to find. I think it's like 6 or 7 of them that are scattered all throughout Hogwarts. And there's one relating to the Daedalian keys. There's 16 of those that are scattered throughout all of Hogwarts. And it just becomes kind of a annoying fetch quest, but you don't actually know where to go. You just have to keep exploring until you're able to find those things. I will say that with those specific quests and the field guide pages, I ended up exploring a lot more of Hogwarts than I did while actually playing the game. I'm going through all these passages and corridors and unlocking doors and stuff, and I'm like, I didn't even know that these places existed, because once you unlock all the flue flames in Hogwarts, the main story of the game really confines you to like a couple of major areas, and you don't actually explore a lot during just the natural course of the game. So it was a cool way to explore all this stuff. On the field guide pages, you basically have to do so in Hogsmeade, in Hogwarts, and then for the Highlands, I think you have to get all of them. So if you add all these up, that comprises pretty much every single page that's in the Highlands. But Hogwarts, if you add all these up, there's the game doesn't make you get every single one of the pages, because there's like 150 of them in total. And so yeah, I would recommend doing this just as a matter of allowing you to explore just a little bit. There's exploration. So ancient magic traces, as you interact with the little blue flame looking thing, the logo of the game, and then you have to find the 3 flames it splits off into. Pop balloons, of course, there's like sets of 5 balloons scattered all throughout the entire Highlands. Landing platforms, as the name suggests. I didn't even know what these were, to be honest. I don't even know if they bothered to explain that to us at any point. Maybe they probably did, like in a flying lesson very early in the game, but I kind of put it out of my mind. But it's as the name suggests, just a platform that you land on and you get credit for it, and you have to just do that with all of them that are in the game. Merlin trials. So I didn't complete the Merlin trials or even attempt them really as we were doing all the videos throughout the course of the game. I think maybe I did a handful, and I'm actually glad that I didn't. The reason being is because they actually only have like 4 or maybe even 5 different types of puzzles, and they just repeat them over and over for all of these Merlin trials. And I thought this was a huge flaw in the game. Not that it affected my enjoyment, because there's plenty to do without it, but I thought it maybe not a flaw, but definitely an area for improvement. because it made me think of like the Korok seeds that you have in the more recent Zelda games, and now with the Korok seeds they have, I think, more than 5 puzzles. They probably have like 10 different like archetypes of puzzles. But the main thing with the Korok seeds is the challenge is knowing that they're there, like finding the fact that they're there in the first place, and then you have to go through and solve the puzzle. With the Merlin trials, there's no difficulty with finding them because they're even marked on the map for you. So there's no, once you find them, or once you locate them, after the game locates it for you on the map, there's really no challenge to actually doing them, right? They're very, very simplistic puzzles. I would barely even call them puzzles. So that part was certainly disappointing. Getting back to this, astronomy tables, it's just those constellation things that you get from that Indian student, Amit. And then solve Hogwarts secrets. So I didn't even know that this was like a locked challenge when I completed the last video. And I kind of stumbled upon this. There's 3, these are actual puzzles, I would say. Like 3 kind of extended puzzles in the middle of Hogwarts that you probably won't even realize that like it's a quote-unquote Hogwarts secret until you actually start, doing it and you finish it off. And they take a while to get through the entire puzzle. So there's 3 of those guys. And then finally, the room of requirement. Pretty straightforward. Breed unique beasts. So there's, I think, like 16 unique beasts in the game, and you have to use the breeding pen for 10 of them, which, once you capture a couple of them, like a male and a female, then it's fine. It takes a few minutes here. And then rescue the beasts. On that note, you just have to rescue a total of like 60 beasts, and then you have to use that enchanted loom to upgrade your gear a certain amount of times, which all of these ones are pretty easy to accomplish, and that gets you 100% as far as the game is concerned. And then in doing so, got a lot of cool gear, so I'll show you my final fit. I hope you enjoy this. This robe was the robe that you get for finding all of the Daedalian keys, which at least it's a cool little appearance reward. So the handwear, so all these are legendary items except for the outfit, as you can see in the bottom right. And so these were the final things. These are all fully upgraded, and they have traits woven into them. This is the only one that's extraordinary right here. And that results in the final defensive stat of 411, offensive stat of 409. And then obviously, since you can only increase your EXP and your level by completing the challenges, and we obviously completed all the challenges, we've maxed out our level at level 40 as well. The only thing I was kind of confused about was the flying mounts. Because I was able to get 2, obviously Highwing you get in the course of the game, and there's Caligo who you get as part of a side quest, but there's 2 other ones. I was like, I wasn't able to figure out where you even get these, because the Graphorn, I guess the Graphorn doesn't count as a flying mount necessarily. I don't know if these are just 2 other special hippogriffs, but there's no like quests remaining, so I don't even know how they would be like classified as special. Maybe you just stumble into them by chance. I guess I was a little bit unsure of that. And then we got a bunch of wand handles, and then the broom. I really like this one. This one's probably my favorite. The Lavender Borealis broom. It kind of it has this like purple trail as you fly by. I think I spent most of the game using the Ember Dash broom that has some like sparks coming off of it. Yeah, like that. But this one is actually a little bit cooler because like it has a nice little trail. So anyway, that is the true end of the game here. We've done pretty much everything we can. Again, if I go to the map, you can see that there's various things left to do. If we go to the Highlands, like you can see, oh, there's like Merlin trials here. Like I still haven't knocked out all the Merlin trials, and then there's all these little treasure vaults that I didn't bother to complete every single one of, because the game, at least from the challenges standpoint, doesn't seem to care about that. So anyway, we'll sign off for Hogwarts Legacy, and we will see you in the next game.